What's good, internet goers? This is Ryan, and I'm coming to you with a very small pickups video. It's been a while since I posted anything that I picked up lately, and I figured with the delay of my To The Hunt videos / garage sale videos, which will be coming up, I swear, I just need to finish up a little bit more on one, and I will have it posted probably within the next day or so after that. But I figured I'd get this one up really quick. Plus, this is more recent stuff, so instead of getting a garage sale video from last year, almost a whole year ago, of some old stuff that I got, I figured I'd show you something new that I picked up. Let's get down to business. First thing, as you see, I have a Nintendo 64 shirt. This is relatively new. I picked it up a couple days ago. I actually saw a picture of a fellow YouTuber, one half of the Sprite Lovers, Megan. She posted a picture of her picking up, or I believe she was gifted, a Nintendo 64 shirt, and she said where she got it from, and I went, I'm completely jealous of that, and I really want to get one for myself. So I went down to my local Kohl's where her friend gifted her this, and I decided to go see if they had any. And after, I think it was like 10 or 15 minutes of searching through their graphic tees and everything, I finally found a small stack of them, and at the very, very bottom, they finally had one in my size. Hey, puppy! No. No, 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 no. They're barking at nothing. But anyway, I finally found one in my size, and I'm super stoked to have a Nintendo 64 shirt. I just thought those were super cool. I ended up getting this for, it was 2 for $20, the graphic tees, but there wasn't another one I fell in love with, and the ones that I did fall in love with, they didn't have my size. So I just picked up the one, and I believe without the deal, it ended up being, after taxes, it was like $13, 13 and change, something like that, but still completely worth it. And now to get on to more exciting things, even though I think this shirt is probably the best thing I picked up, in my opinion. But I have a few other things, and I'm going to start with something very different. I see people do this when they don't have actual box copies of certain things, and I understand why people make these. And I went into my local game store recently, and I actually, I found a copy. This is not in the video because I sold this, but I found a used copy of Star Fox 64 on the 3DS, the remade 3D version. I found it for like $20, which I thought was a super good deal. There are copies that are going on eBay and being sold for like $60, but I mean that's only like one or two. So, but I decided to take it into my local game store, and he actually gave me, I believe it was $35 credit, so $20 a game, and I got $15 in store credit towards something that I could get there. I thought that was a really good deal. But while I was in there, he also threw this in front of me and asked me if I wanted it. And I said, well, it'd be nice to have. What are you charging for? He goes, well, I can't sell it, so I'm actually just going to give it to you. And I thought that was super cool. And it's a custom-made case for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, or Ocarina of Time. There really is no wrong way. I always flip-flop. And I think it was really cool because it's in like one of these VHS cases, but it's built to hold any cartridge. It's long enough to hold a Super Nintendo, and it fits for a Nintendo 64 and even a Nintendo cartridge, I believe. Maybe. I'm not sure on the Nintendo one, but someone printed out this beautiful artwork from the Nintendo 64 game, and then the side label was really cool too. And I thought this would just be really cool. I do have both copies of this, so I'll probably put my original in here, and then I'll put the collector's edition gold cart in my 64 drawer instead. So I thought that was super cool. Now, this next thing I actually picked up probably a week or two ago. Now, when I'm out looking for stuff, or I'm in a rut and I'm not really looking for anything specific, I'll go on like Walmart's website and Best Buy's website, and I'll see if they have anything. Now, I went on Best Buy's, and I noticed they were having a clearance of this specific item. And I was like, you know what? I should go over there and see if I could get myself one then. When I went over, they were closed because it was after I gotten out of work, and they closed at like 8 o'clock that day. I think it was like a Thursday or a Friday, which didn't make sense. I thought they were open till 9. Not the point, though. I decided Walmart's right next door. I'm going to go over there and see if I can price match it. And they actually did price match it for me. The guy gave me a hard time. I think he was just trying to mess with me. But he did give me a little bit of a hard time. And then, and the thing that he mentioned was, well, it's on clearance, which means it was probably a beat-up, used copy or something. It's not brand new like these are. And I was like, well, are you going to price match it, though? And he goes, I can still do that for you. So I thought that was really cool. And that's this Wired Fight Pad, the Zelda Link edition of it. I love collecting Zelda stuff. I'll collect just about anything Zelda, and I do really, really love this. I've always loved the Nintendo GameCube controller. It's one of my favorite controllers next to the Super Nintendo. And the fact that it's green and it's Zelda, I love green and I love Zelda, so you really can't go wrong. And the clearance price that was online was $15. Now these are going for $30 in retail prices, so half off. Really can't beat it. All right, now moving on, I have only one other thing to show you, and it is a Craigslist deal. I do love my Craigslist, kind of, sort of, but there was someone on Craigslist who was selling a Super Nintendo with all of its cords and controllers, and I believe 14 games. Now, I asked him how low he would go on everything, and it wasn't quite in the price range that I wanted. So I was like, okay, listen, I have 5 games in mind that I would really like. Would you do a set amount on them? I don't even remember what I suggested. I think I suggested $60 actually for the 5 games. And he goes, well, those are all the premium titles in it. I mean, I'm not comfortable selling it that low, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, how about these 4 then for $60? And he goes, okay, I'll do that, which I was super happy about because these 4 are games that I wanted. Some that I'd never really knew about, I never really played, but they looked really cool, and I wanted to give them a shot. I've looked up gameplay of some of these games, but I'm going to go in the order that I know them best. We have ActRaiser 2. It's an Enix title, and this one looked really cool. I don't know very much about it other than it's an RPG of sorts, but really cool. It's in really good shape too. He kept pretty good care. He took very good care of these, especially this one. I think this one's in the best condition. That's the 7th Saga. Now this is definitely another Enix RPG. Really, really clean. Pins and everything look great, and the label is just super clean. Then we have Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Most everyone knows this Capcom title. I mean, there's not much more to say about it. Now, which one I thought was the best in the lot, but is unfortunately the most beat up, was Kirby Superstar. Now, I grew up with this. It's an 8 games in 1. There's all sorts of different little games that you play in it, but essentially it's a Kirby game, and this is one of the first ones I ever played, and where you morph into many different creatures, and it was just such a cool game. And you see all of his like morphing abilities and stuff. You can see them in like Smash Brothers. He can turn into them or whatever, and it's just really cool. This was one of my favorite Kirby games growing up, and unfortunately, as far as the labelware, it's that corner, that use corner. It's just kind of beat up a little bit, and the back's kind of beat up too, but I'm not really concerned about that. This is just one that's always eluded me, and it keeps going up in price. A lot of these games are going to keep skyrocketing until nobody wants to pay them anymore. But, like I said, I got these 4 games. They're all pretty good price-wise and pretty good quality games. I got them all for $60, so I was super happy to pick those up. And unfortunately, that is all I have for you, but like I said, I wanted to keep this as short as possible. It's still going to run probably 10 minutes, unfortunately, but I'm glad that any of you who are watching right now are still sticking around. Be sure to hit that thumbs up if you like what you saw. Comment down below. Comments, criticisms, anything is welcome. And, of course, if this is your first video, be sure to subscribe. And until next time, guys, take care.